In this semester, for this class, we will have 8 modules. The whole class, we will do 8 modules. This is the first one, Introduction to Algorithms. In each module, I will organize my materials in several parts, A, B, C, D. Each part corresponds to one full class. Today, we do the part A of Module 1, Aspects and the Power of Algorithms. For each part, for the whole class, we know we have approximately 75 minutes. Yeah. So the total video time I will control approximately 75 minutes. So I need to record usually 4 or 5 videos. Yeah, 4 or 5 videos based on the topics. Yeah, could be more, a little more. Yeah, if we have many topics. Yeah. So today, the first topic, 8.1, first view of algorithm. All right. When we try to understand algorithms, there are many different angles. So we want to get a very good understanding. So we look at the algorithms from many different angles. Now we start our first angle. So the first view of algorithms. The first, I want to ask you this question. Why do we need to study algorithms? Yeah, simple question. Yeah. Here, I do not like to hear the answer like this. It is a degree requirement. Although it is true, but you do not need me to tell you that, right? So you really need me to tell you something very valuable, right? So we will go that direction. So the goal of this class, or this algorithms class, solving computing problems. Solving computing problems. So very simple, short sentence. Yeah. But not easy, very hard. In order to solve computing problems, what do you need to do? Or what kind of preparations do you need? Yeah. The first, learn knowledge and skills in this class. That's the basic requirements. Yeah. After that, still not that enough, right? You need to use the knowledge and the skills you have learned and use it effectively. That's not easy. Okay? So the second, to be smart in solving problems. Here, I like to explain this smart a little more. What do you mean smart? Okay? The meaning is this. When you solve a computing problem, usually you have many different ways. Many different ways. To be smart, it means you want to find the best solution. You don't want to get a very bad solution. So that's the meaning. Find the best solution. Okay, all right. So now, you are a computer science student. So you get a training here to prepare you go to the computer industry, right? So you will be hired as a computer professional. So now the question, why does your boss hire you? Right? So you should know the reason your boss hires you as a problem solver. You need to solve the business problems or you need to solve computing problems in the business world for your boss, right? So that picture, look at that picture. Yeah. So from now on, I will treat you as a problem solver. So you are here to get a training to be a good computing problem solver. Okay? All right. So as a problem solver, so now we need to get some ideas. How can we be a good problem solver? Right? Yeah. So you are given a computing problem to solve. So think about, you are given a computing problem to solve. Okay? Usually, you need to pay a lot of effort when a problem is not that easy. So usually you don't worry about easy problem, right? For easy problems, you can, complete it easily. But usually people worry about how to solve hard problems. So now let's look at that part to solve those relatively hard computing problems. The factors that may help you solve the problem. What factors do you need to have in order to solve hard computing problems? The first, strategy. Do you need some strategy? Or do you need several strategies? Because solving a problem, usually we need several strategies. So one strategy usually may not be enough. Okay, strategy 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, several. Yeah, do you need that? Right. So here I like to use an example: playing chess. When you play chess game, do you need strategies? Right, especially to play chess well at the grandmaster level. When you play chess at a grandmaster level, definitely you need a lot of sophisticated strategies, right? Yeah, that's no problem. Okay. Another example, playing football. The football game. Do you think a successful team, a Super Bowl champion team, needs a lot of strategies, right? Yeah, advanced, sophisticated strategies, right? Yeah, no problem, right? But you may argue, football game is not a computing problem, right? Yeah, it's true, not a real computing problem, but we can generalize a lot of things from computing problems to all real problems, because they share many common elements. For example, thinking. All those problems, you need to use your thinking to solve problems. So we need to study this thinking. Some commonly used rules in thinking. Yeah, so that's important. So that's, in this class, we will do a lot of thinking. Okay, yeah. All right. Here, I like to use this chess because this is a famous event in human history. Human chess champion versus AI. Garry Kasparov versus IBM. AI chess system. Chess system, it's called a Deep Blue. Anyone has, a little ideas or knows a little bit of the story, so very famous. Yeah. So let me talk a little bit about this big milestone in AI history. Gary Kasparov versus IBM Deep Blue. The first match occurred in 1996. The result, 4-2. Gary Kasparov won, but lost 2 points. Those 2 points came from 1 loss, 2 ties. 1 loss, 2 ties, 2 points. But still, we won the whole match. But it was a big surprise. But because AI beat human champion that year. Now the next year, 1997, they fought another time, but this time, let's look at the score, 2.5 to 3.5. AI won. So think about that. AI beat the human champion in how many years? More than 20 years ago. 23 years ago. AI program. Think about what kind of algorithms are inside that AI chess program. Very advanced algorithms. So here I want to connect to the algorithms, the power of the algorithms. Here you can see a little bit. Okay, yeah. All right. So that's this example. Yeah. Exciting example. Yeah. All right. Now, other than the strategy, do we need other things, other factors? Here, execution factor is also very important. Suppose you have a winning strategy, brilliant, tremendous, winning strategy, but you cannot execute it. What result can you expect, right? So here, it is very common in football games. Many times, suppose you are a football coach, so you design, many smart, advanced, superb strategies, but your players cannot execute those strategies. So you still lose, right? Yeah. So think about this situation at the last minute of the game. Your field goal player need to kick the winning field goal. Yeah. Your team, the score still fall behind, but within 3 points. Right? So that exciting moment. So if the field goal player cannot execute the action, the last action, well, then the whole team will lose the whole game. So that tells us execution is extremely important in problem solving. Yeah. All right. So now let's put them together. So let's summarize on these 2 factors. After we get the strategies and we know all the execution details, and we can implement those details, assume we can do those things. At the end, we come up with a step-by-step procedure. Okay? This whole details, step-by-step procedure, together we call it an algorithm. That's our problem-solving, our computing problem-solving algorithm. Okay. So this is our first angle understanding of this algorithm. Later, we will look at this algorithm because we try to understand our algorithms better and better from many different angles. All right, so we finish our part 8.1.